live.
Beautiful. Well, let me hide this before I start with it properly. Welcome to another stream. I haven't done one in a while, quite a bit actually. Just yeah, it's been like a month, yeah. But this it's not gonna like be like very fun because these are pretty serious allegations today. It's like we're gonna be talking about like grooming and shit, so it's not gonna be like much fun really. Although there's like been some like weird things like weirdly misrepresented on Twitter today, so it really felt like I needed to talk about it. My chat's fucking weird, like I haven't accidentally added a second one. Accidentally added a second one. Okay, beautiful. So, is everything working with the title and shit?
Yes, everything.
Yeah, I've done this in ages. I'm just like so fucking like out of it. Okay, no.
Do you want to
but I just want to
your
preface
screen
this.
share window to like your whole screen?
Yeah. I just want to preface this for a second by saying I have a bias towards Vexx, obviously.
We all do. We've all. I've spoken to her. I've had an argument.
I've had personal interactions with Vexx before in the past, and obviously
also did a bit of trolling
she doesn't like me, and I'm also not the biggest fan of her. Obviously, if you've been on Twitter recently, you've probably seen this. So I just want to say, I have a bias. I'm not like an objective like source here, and I don't want to like pretend to be because like that would be a lie.
But that doesn't negate the actual evidence.
So that doesn't negate the actual evidence. Okay. We need to start off with the following. This whole thing began when like a video came up by the small commentator and also like Twitter user, I guess, Corkat, where she basically stated that Vexx had like sexually messaged her when she was like 15 and didn't even disclose her age to her, and just like was in general like being oddly predatory, really. Hold on, let me pull up my talk actually because I've prepared the topics here. It's pretty wild, the entire thing. And wait, Norris, can you do the talking because you prepared most of this?
I do not have a copy of the screenshots, but I don't think I have to talk about.
Okay, I don't think the screen's important because I feel most people have seen these before. But it's pretty damning because it's like not just like one person who's been like subject to Vexx's behavior really.
There's at least four.
This is multiple people. One has been 14 at the time. It's allegedly 4. We can't actually confirm this because I think at the time of like this live stream, only like 3 people have come out with it, I think. And wait, what should we go over first? Okay.
Look at what I've just linked you.
Hold on.
That's that's Desi scrolling through.
Okay.
The.
Yeah. Okay.
Just pull that up on your live.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is pretty serious because I really don't want to mishandle this, obviously, because I'm like I don't want to accidentally like accuse somebody of something they're like obviously not.
Yeah.
But pretty much Vexx has been like messaging minors. Also, it's important to note that she's 18 years old, and she has been 18 years for like half a year already.
Like,
so
if you wanna. How about
we don't have all the messages that Vexx sent to Core.
And obviously this could be like presented out of
The messages
context.
that were sent to Desi weren't like the ones that were very damning. Like, was it Desi was 16, Vexx was 18, so people, it's a very subjective
No, I
one.
thought Desi was 15.
And yeah, no. She was 15. She's 15. She's 15.
Mr. Bad Optics sucks 16.
Mr. Bad Optics 16. Okay. And pretty much this was a pretty clear-cut case from the beginning, because it was pretty obvious what Vexx had done was inexcusable. Because if you like sexually messaged,
have you shown the video of them scrolling through DMs?
I'm probably I'll have it on stream right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's on screen.
Right.
Because to me, it is if you like message children or like teenagers when you're like an adult, and it's like not just like a 1 year age gap, like because if you were like 17 or something, they were like ranging between 14 to 16, I believe. I think there's a pretty clear-cut case. I don't think you can like really argue that like what Vexx did was like justified in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Because like multiple things to go. Because like the main thing to this is I kind of want to start with an explanation, obviously, but wait, it was hard to bring up. No, and the thing is, later that day, Vexx admitted to everything. She made like a Google Doc, and after like the allegations were basically made because holy shit, I'm terrible at this today. I'm not good at talking. Okay. No. But after the message she made like a Google Doc, I believe, and pretty much admitted to everything. She cited a few things. Should we go over the Google Doc right now already?
Yep.
She was very
link.
Google document.
Link.
It's in the script.
Yeah, extremely, man.
Hold on. It is.
We have to pull up an archive that Dead Meme Frog made.
Oh, Mr. Meme Frog,
I
the
think
frog monster.
She deactivated like not even 20 minutes after she tweeted it, didn't she?
Hold on, where's it?
It's under. Oh, you're using this dog mode shit. It's under the response. Look up. It's like Vexx just made a response. You fucking retard. Holy shit.
Sorry, I can't see because of like the fucking dark mode shit.
I'll turn it off.
Okay. Here, Dead Mean Frog was nice enough to archive Vex's response to this, and I don't think it's like very important to go over Vex's messages because it's like a pretty clear case. Hold on, it's just my fucking stream's being weird. Okay, boom. Should we go through this real quick? Already?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I just want to start us up. Do one of you guys like want to narrate?
I'll narrate if you want.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to start off by saying that I know what I did was wrong, and that I honestly feel really gross and horrible about everything. I'm not very good with apologies and stuff, so a lot of this will be screenshots of the conversation me and Desi had about everything yesterday. Since it's really hard for me to focus right now, I'm really stressed out and nervous.
Can we just start us up by saying like, it's Vexx knew what she did was wrong, right?
Yeah.
And she feels like really gross about it, but she just starts saying, "Oh no, I'm feeling so like terrible." Like, I don't know. I feel like because it's like, is this really a thing you can apologize for? Can you really apologize for like sending shit to minors? And like, because like to me, if you do that shit, you're a predator. You know what I mean? Or like at least you exhibit predatory behavior.
I mean, realistically, you can apologize for anything, but it's just whether that apology is going to be accepted or not.
Okay.
It's going to be accepted here. Let's be honest.
I don't think like an 18-year-old sexually talking to a 14-year-old like should be forgiven like whatsoever.
Okay, I don't expect anyone to forgive me or want to be near me after this, but I wish I could just start everything over. That's opportunity is pretty much gone when you start like talking to like to what is essentially children like this.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I know everything seems bad. I could get in big trouble for this, but it was never my intention to groom Desi or anything like that. Like I had said in the photos, I get really lonely and hypersexual when I'm H-word, and my mind gets all foggy and stuff, and I don't think clearly. I feel just so gross about myself right now, and I just wish I could start over and never do this. I don't ever want to do it again because it's wrong. It's okay if you don't like me anymore, think that my apology is bad. I understand. This is the thing with Vexx, right? She is so fucking guilt trippy. I didn't really screenshots of this, but when like she fucking had a go at me on Twitter, and like people started actually like she got a random amount of backlash because most people actually backed up in that situation. The first thing she was like, "Oh, I haven't eaten all day" or something, and just like started trying to guilt trip people into like supporting her and like take.
Did you see like what she put in her like Discord about section and that?
Oh yeah, she like changed your Discord about section to like leave me alone, like my life is a burden to everybody and shit like that. It's so fucking manipulative. I really hate it when people do that because it's like so guilt trippy.
I'd like to add, when I said I don't want to edit her stuff because I wasn't being paid for it, she like I don't have any of these messages because after she deactivated all the messages were deleted, but she sent several messages, made several subtweets about it as well. Kind of tripping me.
Okay, let's carry on. Okay, I was so scared to ever talk about my age after I'd snapped out of my foggy headspace because I didn't want people to freak out. And I didn't want to get in trouble. What? Like what? I didn't want people to know my age. I'm just mad because they found out I was 18. Like, this is such a shitty excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically though, like if you are like this person, you're gonna have to be like transparent about these kinds of things, and it's like really sort of manipulative.
Yeah.
She hid it from like these kids that she was like sexting with.
She just goes like, "Oh, I feel really manipulative." Yeah.
It's just fucked up.
and I feel so gross and like a horrible person. Actually, I can sign up on that. If you fucking like text to children like this, you're like a massive fucking weirdo, right? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like none of this is an excuse. It's like this is like she basically admits her guilty. This is an important point for me, right? Because Vexx admits to everything here. She doesn't say that anything's out of context, and if she wasn't pressured to this, which we kind of was, but she says that everything like said about her, like all the DMs are real, everything is real, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no like false information being spread. So please don't spam me or at me. I've been really, really nervous and stressed out over everything. Holy shit. Why would you like think like that's an excuse? Yeah, I was really stressed out, guys. I know I like talk to children like this. I was being like super predatory, but like I was being I'm nervous. I have like anxiety. It's like not an excuse. It's not even like a reason for this behavior. Like it doesn't make sense. I'm really sorry everyone I've hurt because of this. I might take a break from social media for a bit too, at least from engaging around. That's basically an excuse for like having sent like very like sexually charged messages to like, which was I think the youngest person was like 14, like turned 15 during this.
14.
Okay, that like actually some people say was like something about a 13-year-old, but I have not seen anything like supporting that statement. So I'm not gonna go off of this because I don't want to accidentally spread false information.
This person was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the people were 14, but that's the youngest like victim. Alfie, hold on. Let me go over the analysis because this is the thing, right? After this came out, I feel like the community pretty much had the same reaction. Yeah, this is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't like send messages like this to children. There really wasn't like anything to that. This was pretty like open and shut case, right?
Yeah.
Because like, what is there to say about this? Like
It's
nothing.
Very obvious.
Very obviously a bad thing to do, right? Not just bad. This is like insane. Like we shouldn't have people like this in our community, obviously, right? Like this is absolutely like disgusting to me personally. I don't know. She has in total she's messaged 308 individuals, 2 of them being 16 and the other 14 to 15, right?
We have Blair's thread, and we're gonna go over it. We should go over it now before the document.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Pull that up.
personally, I believe Vexx is gonna try to return at one point because she's very clearly online. I mean, I'm terribly online, but I just feel like that's something to be wary about, and we definitely shouldn't accept somebody who's like this in our community. Blair TV made a very good breakdown of this entire thing. I think I'll link it at one point. You just go to like her Twitter because there isn't much more to say that hasn't already been said, and I don't want to like repeat stuff. You know, obviously.
It's in chat. I just linked it in chat.
Yeah. Just put it in like okay, perfect. So then this was pretty close, but like then Bunk and Pieman pretty much decided to make a Google Doc about this, like going about misinformation because people have been saying on Twitter that she was a groomer. Pretty much also all the screenshots we're gonna read through them can be found in this document, which is on Pieman's Twitter. And she basically had the DMs on the NSFW account mostly, I think.
Yeah.
The thing is though, let's just read through his Google Doc honestly and like get to the point.
I'll try and find it, but I'm pretty sure there was also like a screenshot of her telling someone who she just found out was 16 to like follow her, not safe for work.
Oh yeah, there's some pretty fucking bad screenshots. Hold on, actually let's go over them real quick because like I've been sent these and these are like so fucking damning. Like this is so terrible. Like to say something like hold on, like. Because you edited your message, or messages we had, or sexual ones. This is a 14-year-old, I believe. And then I know I just felt wrong, okay? So, like, pretty much an admission of guilt again.
Yeah.
Feeling wrong for this, as you probably like should, at least to some extent. Then messages are like, it's kind of weird, since I'm 18 and you're 14. To add something to this, Vexx never said that this was, like, fake or something. These are real messages.
Yeah.
So it's basically Vexx like pretty much realizing, yeah, this is something fucked up to do. This is fucked. I shouldn't do this, right? But continues to do it anyway. And this was April. And she continued to do it.
She turned 18 in February.
Yeah, she turned 18 in February. Pretty important. Like, she's been doing this over multiple months while being 18. And also realizing that it's illegal. And that it's very, very morally wrong. Very. So pretty much, yeah. From this side, it's shut. Like, there's really nothing to add to this, in my opinion at least. But Bank and Paiman came to rescue pretty much the next day, making a very like extensive Google document talking about this. But like, I take a lot of issue with this personally, because to me, this Google document feels like it's kind of defending this. And for like, you're gonna after me, let's just read through it, okay? Disclaimer, make your own conclusions from this evidence. Something can be morally wrong without being illegal and vice versa. You can find whatever you want weird or cringy, but these allegations must be taken seriously. I agree with this, right? This is like a pretty normal take to have. Hold on. This also a screenshot link of me, Vexx exposed speaker rumor. Vexx was from 23rd of February 2003, making her 18 years old, okay? She's been 18 for like half a year. She should realize this is wrong. There's nothing really to add here, okay? Like pretty much saying she was she's a groomer. The thing with the groomer shit is, right, or like Vexx is a pedo. I think I don't think she's like necessarily a pedophile. I just think it's really, really weird to talking like very, very sexually charged to a 14-year-old when you're 18. Like, I know this is like a very hot take to have, but I believe this is very, very wrong, and we shouldn't welcome this in this community at all, like even remotely try to excuse it in any form, like, right? That's a basic take. So, people also imply that Vexx Britain law could be prosecuted. The thing is, this document, I feel, makes a few mistakes. Hold on. Vexx had sexual conversation with a small commentator user named Core, formerly Desi. Core says DMs were consensual. She doesn't believe she was manipulated, although Vexx was purposely without the fact that she was 18 to Core. I mean, she did not lie to us, just not stating it, which can be argued for. So, like, she was not, like, grooming the minor, she was just manipulating the minor, right?
Isn't that proof of her, like, taking 18 out of her bio, like, when she started?
Yeah, I tried looking for that, but it was like, she tweets way too much. So I literally could not find anything proper on this.
Okay.
Okay, so, pretty much, she was 18, she didn't lie about the age, she's just didn't state it. I feel like that's pretty much the same thing. Not stating the age and lying about the age, that's not really like a massive difference. We like talk to her like a child, like...
It is. There is a difference.
I mean, there is one, but like not very massive, okay? Like, if you go through them, who wants to do Core, who wants to do Vexx?
Oh god. I'll do Vexx.
Are we reading out like the fucking DMs as well?
I'll be Vexx. I wanna.
DD.
I'll be Core.
Okay.
I'll be Core.
Okay, Cam, go ahead.
Okay, let me log on to your fucking screen share. Actually, no, just let him. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay. Oh yeah, like the part where it's like the.
Okay, it's just I'm literally screen sharing, Cam. You should be seeing this.
Shit, Cam.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna do the code. DD.
So gay.
Yeah, like a sideways me. Okay, Alfie. Yeah.
My face, like sideways V, stuck between your thighs. Just random fucking letters.
Someone
Looks
clip.
like that says M&M for some reason.
Wait, what? Can you go to the next one?
Hey, I'm feeling a little bit H word right now.
To those who don't know what H word means, it means horny, alright?
Please.
You already shouldn't be saying this to like a 15-year-old, like as an 18-year-old, that's pretty weird. Here, okay, like then the next DMs. Wait, Vexx. You didn't tell me you were 18.
I know, I'm stupid, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I don't even know what to say. I hate being an adult, I don't want to be. What the fuck? You can, like, expose me or whatever if you really want. I probably deserve it anyways. I never talked to anyone, and my girlfriend isn't really into being like sexual and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and I get lonely, and you made me feel cared for, and my mind fogged up, and let it slide.
Okay, next thing. I think it's important. Did you guys know that Vexx had a girlfriend? And instead of like sexting the girlfriend, right, she sexted a bunch of fucking children. Like, how like fuck do you have to be morally to like somehow excuse this? Because like this is like attempting to do this, right? It's like saying like, oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault, I shouldn't have said it. I feel like weird being an adult.
And also, this looks like guilt tripping as well. Like,
Absolutely, Vexx is so fucking guilt trippy. It's insane. Like, holy fucking shit. It's just trying to make people feel bad for, and it's like it's such a weird way to. You have a girlfriend. You are 18, and I didn't know either of these things. You talked about us being together.
I understand if you hate me now too. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? I'm gonna have a panic attack. Holy shit.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel this way. Ugh, I hate myself. Maybe now I have more of a reason to just leave forever. I know I'm stupid. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I don't even know what to say. I hate Wait, have I read that already?
No, I've never talked. Wait, here, read this one out. Oh wait, no, we have read this already. It's just the same screenshot, but no.
Yeah,
I don't want you to feel unsafe around me because I really do care about you and you're one of my friends, one of my only friends. I understand if you really hate me now, but I just want to be friends. I won't do anything sexual anymore. I don't want you to make you uncomfortable anymore. Okay. She turned 18 this year, pretty much. What else is to get from this? Because like I hate fucking reading this. It's definitely gonna get clipped. I don't want my life ruined. I feel like I deserve it. Now I'm such a horrible person. I'm really sorry. I know I shouldn't have done it, but I'm now just... Holy fuck, this is so guilt-trippy. This is like so incredibly manipulative towards the minor. She was like fucking sexting. Like, oh, I feel really bad. Please, this could ruin my life. Don't go out with this. This is so fucking manipulative. This is insane.
By the way, for anyone wondering, we're gonna take callers after everything.
Yeah, because like it's a lot to go over, and I'm ready. Like, say things I'm telling you this, okay?
And you can join.
Yeah, these are lines you shouldn't have crossed, and you crossed them. I don't want everything to ruin. I want it to be fixed. This, by the way, didn't happen that long, and it's happened like 2 days. I think.
Actually,
Like,
send a link.
hold on. I said if you wanted this, it's right there. I feel so disgusting. I want to crawl out of my skin. I don't mind. I hate. Well. Okay, so basically, I think after this came out, she went to Twitter writing like another very fucking guilt-trippy apology, which we read before. Like, you gotta rewind if you want to see this. Holy shit, this is insane. This is so manipulative toward a kid, by the way. Vexx is a grown adult. Like, Vexx is...
Desi is like a 15-year-old, so...
Yeah, and like, as a 15-year-old, you don't really make the, like, best choices, really. Like, you have some form of thing, but, like, this is clearly super fucking predatory. This shouldn't be, like... We should not excuse this in any form or shape, but, I'm glad, because Bank and Pan put together a document pretty much going over these points. It's just, like, super pedophilic behavior. I'm not saying she's a pedophile. I'm just saying it's pedophilic behavior. Okay? She wants to, like, earn a trust back. You were honey, you're still perfectly conscious. You were still in your head, still in your body. You were still Vexx. You were still
Also, what I think's really important to point out is that we can make a link to the prior allegations. I think these are very similar.
Oh, this is very similar. The only difference is the fact that what Pirate did was more roleplay, and Pirate, at least what the evidence suggests, is that Pirate didn't know the age. Yeah. But what did Vexx? She knew the age. She knew this person was underage. Wait, Cole wasn't. I think Cole was 14 at the time it started, right?
No, Cole's like 15.
No,
she's 15 now. Okay. Still super fucking weird, right? But now Bank and Pieman, who wrote this document, come theoretically saying the age of consent in Canada, where Vexx is 16, although mine is from 13 to 16, can consent to partners up to 5 years older than them. Which I don't think anybody was making the argument that Vexx could get in prison for this.
I mean, to be fair, there was that one person who was talking about, like, taking this to the police, which, you know, that wouldn't have went anywhere. Yeah,
it really wouldn't have. It's also, like, just like a bunch of, like, random screenshots, so this is, like, could be, like, very out of context. Cole is a Minnesotan and is currently 15, being born January 2006. In Minnesota, the age of consent is 16. Despite this, there are exceptions to law on someone under the age of 16. Okay. Super fucking important. This sets like a really, really, really dangerous precedent, right? Because this means that, like, if you're like 18 and you want to like talk to like a 15-year-old, like send them really sexually charged messages, like no one's like gonna like say this back, because this is completely legal, right? This sets a super fucking dangerous precedent because you knew the person was like underage and continue to do it. Because nobody was making the legality argument. This was more about the morality, so this doesn't really change anything, does it? Because like this okay. Therefore, Vexx engaged in sexual conversation with Cole was completely legal where she lives and where Cole lives. Vexx might have been wrong by cheating on a girlfriend or withholding age from Cole, even though she was extremely apologetic. She was like, yeah, guys, she said sorry, it's fine. She said sorry. Guys, everybody do a little like sexting, like minus sometimes, you know, happens. Like withholding your age. She was very apologetic, alright. She's like, come on, everybody makes mistakes. Such a shit argument to make. Like, this is incredibly fucking stupid.
Come on.
The messages she sent Cole like was not an apology.
It was also went over multiple months.
Make her feel bad.
It was trying to like guilt trip her. Like it's fucking insane. Okay, let's continue. But that is a moral issue, not a legal one. Vexx did not make herself look good, and she acted extremely defensive of a Cole called out. But the optics, the optics of how she acted does not affect the legality of her actions. I mean, once again, nobody's making the argument, but at the same time, screenshots between Vexx and stuff about optics, I really do not want to read these screenshots. Because at the same time, I would say...
Can we please?
I really don't want it. They're super fucking long. And like, they're super fucking weird. It just exhibits like the way she like spoke. Like, at the same time, Mr. Bad Optics was 16. This was consensual. I would say this is a different thing to like talking to a 14-year-old. I think this is more super. 16, 18 is still fucking like weird, right? But it's not like awfully weird, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like at 16 you have some form of understanding at least on what's going on.
Yeah.
So this is definitely not. This is not like pedophilia or anything. I don't even think this was like grooming. I just thought it was really fucking weird.
Also, what's good to point out is that all these messages took place on a second account she used, which was obviously mentioned in the doc.
NSFW account.
Yeah, okay. That's the thing. Mr. Vexx was born in December 2004, 1 year and 10 months after Vexx. That it really doesn't think like there was still like an age thing.
Hold on, Archie. Give me a second.
How old are you? 16? When's your birthday? In December. Mr. Vexx lives in Florida, however, Vexx did not know this at any point. In Florida, the age of consent is 18, but Romeo and Juliet laws make it non-offense for a 6-year-old to have sex or otherwise engage in sexual relation with an 18-year-old, as the age difference is less. Okay, then for you, okay. This is not legal from Mr. Bad Optics, and as I mentioned earlier, in Canada, the age of consent is 16, so it's completely legal from Vex's point of view. Well, this is so fucking scary to me, because this is basically defending this, right?
Oh, it is a defense.
No. This is a defense of Vexx. This is a defense of Vexx. Like, if you're being in good faith, everybody would like argue this is definitely in defense of Vexx, right?
Yeah, no,
like this is very apparent. So, like, it's saying like, oh, it's completely legal. It's so dangerous that like, in this community, you can try to get away with this, basically, right? Because nobody was making the legal argument. Everybody was, of course, coming from the moral side. That's really, really, really fucked up to talk to like a person this young. Not just one person, multiple people. And even like withholding your age at like one point. And Vexx had a girlfriend, but she sexted minors instead because her partner was sexually unavailable. This means in this community, people will fucking defend you for doing shit like this. Like, this is just like insane to me, right? Because like the legal army means nothing, because in Alabama it's fucking legal to like marry your sister. And she knew one of the people were 14 and continued to do it.
Surely, like, how do you like even justify that to yourself?
Like, completely indefensible in my opinion. Like, it's completely fucking indefensible. Like, you can't go off this and say like, guys, well, technically, legally, it's possible. Like, that doesn't change anything. Because, like, of course, like, it's very difficult with, like, online predators for them actually get in jailed. Because like let's look at somebody like this is an extreme example. I don't think Vexx is the same person, but look at somebody like, for example, like EDP, right? It was very like easy for him to get away with it.
Yeah.
Like even though he's like it has been like deplatformed basically, right? But, like.
And like let's be real, Vexx probably isn't going to prison for like at like any time soon.
Yeah, of course, because like these are all like kids.
I don't think anybody was ever thinking she was gonna go to prison.
No. But like people weren't focusing on that. People were focusing on like how fucked up it is.
Yeah, it's like super fucking fucked. Like I don't think anybody like denies this, right? Like I think like chat, I don't know. I don't think anybody disagrees how fucked this is, and like that like the legal aspect has nothing to do with like how fucked it is morally.
I'm out of bunk clearly do.
But guys, she was just the hatred, guys. Come on.
No, okay. This gets worse. Okay. Wait, what? This user which posted the screenshot maybe was 13. Okay. 14 doesn't matter. Many people felt this misinformation. Doesn't matter. Have a content maybe as if she was 14 at the time of the end. Is turning 15 this very month into August 2021. That doesn't change anything. It's still 14. Like saying, oh yeah, she's turning 15. So guys, don't worry, it's fact fine. No, it's like still completely fucked. Like 18 and 14. What? What the like? Wow, like what the fuck? Hold on. She was apparently 14 at the age of the DMs, right?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Vexx did have, even like Paimon and Bank need to admit this, Vexx did have very sexual conversations with Maybe. There was a lot of very sexual conversations because he proved Malcolm, which is deleted that even more untrue. I do not want to read this either, I'm gonna be honest. Because like every side agrees how fucking terrible these are. It's so fucking bad.
Don't read them.
This is so fucking bad. And okay, Vexx knew her age, and Maybe also knew her age. So they both knew each other's age, but the thing is, as a 14-year-old, you can't consent. You can't.
No.
Like as a 14-year-old, you're still like a child. You kind of like as a teenager, but like you're still young. Like it's not an age where like this should be like, okay.
Also, as we mentioned at the beginning, we have a bias against Vexx. They have a bias.
Oh yeah, this is very important.
They were friends with her.
So why do you guys think? Why do you guys think?
Vexing, Julius.
Paimon was heavily defending Vexx. Yesterday.
Very clearly, okay. Very severely, right? Because the legality has nothing to do with this. This aims to like defend Vexx, right? Because like all of it would have just seen the argument. Oh yeah, both sides handle it badly. Like, yeah, she's like not a groomer, like not a pedophile. But it doesn't mean she didn't do like something very wrong, right? This is super fucking predatory. This is very scary. Because nobody was making a legal argument. This wasn't like dispelling anything. This was pretty much throwing something in there, you know? It's like saying, well, it wasn't legal. Doesn't add anything, okay? Okay, here, maybe currently as well as the time of the ends lived in Egypt. In Egypt, the age of consent is 18, with the Romeo and Juliet law for 17-year-olds. However, this is not a crime for Vexx. What? You literally just stated this was a crime. But this is not a crime for Vexx. No.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Isn't like, wait, can I just jump in here? Isn't like the general rule of thumb for these like situations that the ages of consent have to like match up with like,
who's
with, like two parties?
I already
Isn't that like the rule of thumb?
I'm not sure, but
Well, no, that's on with like the whole Zaptai thing, because like in Zaptai lived, it was
Yeah.
the age of consent is 16, and where the victim lived, it was also 16.
The thing is,
has to line up.
This outside stuff is like very different though.
Like, this is like, no,
Well,
this
that's
is
like
a
the
crime.
general
You're
rule of
literally
thumb, like, that's, like,
contradicting
line up.
yourself. Of course, okay, because like all these people always make the argument, okay, if it's not like illegal in the person, if it's not illegal in both states.
Take a look at general.
What? Also, in Canada, like just going by like definitions, because and actually let's do this later. So these people always argue like, okay, if it's not illegal in both states, it was like legally okay, but it wasn't, because in Egypt, it clearly isn't. You're literally contradicting yourself. The next sentence after this. Because it's unlikely for Egypt to request to extradite to the country to be sentenced to death, which is a penalty for sexual relations with an under 17-year-old in Egypt. So it is legally not okay.
There is a crime there.
That's a crime then. Also, I wouldn't be going by the legal aspect, because that's a whole other thing, right? Because something being illegal or legal doesn't mean that it's okay. But you just contradicted yourself in the same sentence. Like, what? No, it wasn't completely legal. You just stated it was not. Vexx released a sponsored allegation like Google document. We've read through this before. I've seen this. But let's thread mostly picks up being manipulative through words and overly defensiveness. These could be valid points, but they're irrelevant to actual allegations.
No, they're not.
No, they're super important. These are super important because we are talking about the allegations here. And if somebody's super manipulative, this should probably it's like a big point, right?
And it shows how Vexx was clearly manipulating the minors she was sexing as well. That's very relevant to the allegations. What?
Yeah, it's Vexx admitted to DMs being genuine. How she never admitted to grooming. Yeah, obviously, yeah, guys. Do you really think somebody's gonna come and yeah, guys, I'll admit it, I groomed somebody? What? That's such a shit argument to make it so fucking dumb.
Cosmodor did that, didn't he?
I mean, Cosmodor did, but I don't know. I don't think you would
mentally ill.
I mean, you have to be severely mentally ill to do fucking shit like grooming or talking to a minor like this. Obviously, Vexx didn't groom anybody, right? At least according not to the definitions of what you say, but bad optics are no evidence of guilt. Obviously, nobody's gonna come out and say yeah, guys, I groomed somebody. Such a fucking retarded argument. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, before we continue to the next section of the document, I want to address the CP issue. First of all, Vexx never requested suggested photos put it from core. She just said she wouldn't mind. I'm gonna be honest, saying that you don't mind getting sent CP is pretty bad. It's obviously not requesting it, but it's saying you're fine with it, which isn't changing. This is a defense of Vexx. This is a defense of Vexx's actions right here, right?
In defense of Vexx.
She just said she wouldn't mind if she received them.
Jacob, have we already gone over the definition they provided of grooming?
Yes, let's go after this later, okay?
Okay.
Who keeps on mouse pinging?
Oh, I'm good.
I banned them. Don't worry about it.
Dr. Skip all.
No spamming in general.
Hold on. Previous 7 days got deleted. Okay. Beautiful. This means this is a neutral state, not solicitation. Also, let's get over this. Because Vexx did indeed request pretty weird content from the 16-year-old in the situation. So even if this was true.
They requested either a picture of
they requested
their
photos
dick
of their
or
cum and shit.
Yeah, which is I don't.
That's what I got from it anyway. That's the
No.
implication
Here,
I got.
if you're comfortable with it, show me a picture when you're done. I want to see how much of a mess my baby made.
Yeah, and now
Fuck? This is not false. This is this is solicitation. I'm sorry. This is completely fucked. Okay.
that is
Vexx did ask Mr. Bad Optics, who again is less than 2 years younger than Vexx, legally can consent to her, for nude. However, this is insignificant. It absolutely is not.
No, because
this is very significant.
If he's 16, then that's illegal. 16's can't.
That is CP, and CP is a fucking serious issue. This is not irrelevant. This is very, very important to this, because she requested from another person, and then to other one she said she wouldn't mind. If you okay, let's imagine you're 18 years old, and a 15-year-old asks you if they should send you naked images. What do you respond? Do you say no, you shouldn't do this, this would be highly illegal and a very bad idea? Or are you gonna say, I don't mind? I'm sorry, this is a shit argument. Completely fucking retarded. Completely fucking retarded. Even though it's technically illegal to keep nude photographs of people under the age of 18 in Canada, police very rarely follow up. So it's another crime? So this is another crime. This is another time. This is a crime. This is a crime. And but But like, just because it's not followed up doesn't mean it's like less of a crime. So like saying like, because like they state multiple times throughout this that Vexx didn't break any laws, everything's perfectly legal. It's not there.
Yeah.
Literally another contradiction in this thing, right? That's like completely fucking stupid.
And yeah, no, if she was like, and she would have committed a crime because she solicited CP.
Yeah, like what? So you're saying completely legal, completely fine, but actually no. But you still get like, you say like, actually nah, it's all legal. It's not. It's not fine. It's really, really fucked up to do this shit. It's so fucked. And holy shit, okay. And
And
estimated.
also the argument that like, you know, a lot of minors do it is just completely irrelevant. Like
If it's
still
two,
illegal.
if it's two
two
minors
minors,
doing it,
exactly.
like around the same age, then yeah, fair enough. But like, because like to be fair, kids experiment with stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But
If-
not
if it's
with
too-
adults.
but not with adults. If two 16-year-olds were sending each other explicit messages, and they were just talking,
Yeah.
and like, even if they sent explicit imagery, like obviously incredibly bad and irresponsible. But there's more of an excuse there than what Vexx is asking for. It's
Because-
incredibly
yeah.
fucking irresponsible from her.
It's like
because
saying,
she's
yeah, it
adult.
may be technically illegal, but the police is not gonna do anything about it. Like, what? That's such a shit excuse. Like, okay, an estimated 20% of minors are estimated to have sent nude photos of themselves to people they could legally be in a relationship with. It is treated
Yes,
like
but-
internet piracy, rarely enforced. Doesn't make it any less of a
Yeah,
crime.
but CP's rarely enforced. That makes it fine.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna say this as a joke because I'm just scared it's gonna get clipped. Vexx asking Mr. Optics for a nude if he's comfy with it, and two teens in relationship sending each other a nude, which is extremely common and seldom enforced. So yeah, okay, you just like Prime and Bunk both can repeatedly make arguments in this, and then just like accidentally debunk themselves, but are like completely unaware, like completely ignorant of the fact that they're like being super retarded.
Like, they put two teens, but it's like a minor and an adult. It doesn't matter if they're both teenagers.
Okay, let's continue. Grooming and pedophilia. So how does it all help when we look at the allegations of grooming and pedophilia? I'm gonna be honest, I don't blame anybody for thinking that 18-year-old and 14 is fucked. And just to say this, the term people usually go for when like it gets as about an adult talking to children, like sexting them. I don't blame anybody for assuming this is pedophilia, because most people know this like behavior as such. Okay, I'm not saying it is. Okay, because like technically some age of consent laws cover this and some don't, right? But I don't know. Okay, the grooming thing is also, it depends really what definition do we go by when we talk about the grooming stuff, because I've looked through this, right? They use like the Google definition, which is like funny commentary moment at first.
I remember that.
But
image you got.
if
of
we
him just
go-
googling what is grooming.
If we go by other stuff, like so for example, like the Canada's like hotline about grooming, this would mean I don't know if I can pull this up because I'm like
Okay. This obviously this isn't like the official Canadian government website, but it is endorsed. It is supported by the government in Canada.
For example, if we went by this definition, this would mean something else, because these terms are usually very broad, because it usually isn't an easy case to talk about grooming or pedophilia. It's like varies from case to case. It needs to be entered, obviously. Adults are responsible for protecting children. What is grooming? Grooming is a method used by offenders that involves building trust with a child, which Vexx did, okay? And the adults around in an effort to gain access to and control the child. Offenders groom children to manipulate them into becoming a cooperative participant, reducing the likelihood of the child telling and increasing the likelihood the child will repeatedly return to the offender, which also happens. So I don't blame anybody for thinking this is the case, because
That's
people.
literally what Vexx did.
Yeah, it's literally what I. Offenders groom adults with grooming is really stuff of sexual abuse, exploitation, progress, and damaging part of the sexual abuse appearance. I do not blame anybody for assuming this was. I do not blame anybody for assuming this was grooming, like, because I assumed it was, right? But if you like go by like technically they're not like 18 or whatever, right? Like technically, in some states they could have had a relationship. Doesn't make it any less fucked. So this is like such a weak point to make, right? Okay, grooming tactic. Offenders falsely identifying themselves online as one of the child's peers. Okay, actually, this doesn't matter. But I do not blame anybody for like thinking this.
No.
Because like I know like everybody was saying was like technically grooming, or like a lot of people at least. So because this is the terms people know for this, people aren't gonna use like a very specific definition of a word. People are usually gonna use like what they think this is, right? It's like, I don't know, like confusing a goose with like a swan or something. That's not like a huge thing, because usually when you think about like an adult talking to children like this, we usually think it's pedophilia, grooming at least to some extent, right? They just use the dictionary definition. The action by a pedophile preparing a child for a meeting, especially by an internet chat room, with the intention of committing a sexual offense. The three premises argument that is grooming. Vexx himself as a pedophile interacting with his child sexually. The person in question was a child. This interaction was done with the intent of meeting up. I contest the first and third of the premises. The first one will be addressed later in the document, but I'm confident saying that Vexx himself is not a pedophile, though this is a semantic distinction that isn't really relevant to the rest of the argument. The third premise can be contested quite simply in the fact we don't know that Vexx himself had any intention of meeting any of these individuals. Completely shit excuse. Like, just because like Vexx technically didn't want to meet up with like the individuals doesn't make it any less fucked. Like, what?
Yeah,
Like grooming doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna meet up with them. It's just like,
And in the screenshot,
they just yeah, go on, Matt.
in the screenshot, she still like tried to solicit CP. That's like,
it's like,
how can you like excuse that?
oh holy shit. The third premise can be contested quite simply in the fact that we don't know that Vexx stuff had any intention of meeting of these individuals. Shit argument. I think it's like, we don't know. We can't look into Vexx's head, but we can see the actions that Vexx has made, right?
Yeah.
We have like seen what she did, so it wouldn't be like outrageous to believe that Vexx would probably want to do that or something along those lines.
And she tried to solicit child porn, like.
Yeah, literally.
That's good. The thing is, the online definition of words like change, right? The Google, it's like definitely like from Oxford, for example. So it's just like some random boomer thinking what this is, and like the thing is, terms are sometimes outdated. This happens frequently. Things are outdated, or like they just, I don't know, written with
The
the
Google
person.
definition was very vague. It was taken from Oxford.
Yeah.
The definition you get from Oxford is just very outdated, and almost every single definition you find online will be different to the Oxford definition, because it's more updated. It's a more updated.
Because
term.
yeah, I mean, like definitions aren't necessarily like something objective. Like when it comes to grooming or something. Because I would say you could.
This is like quite a niche like situation that like probably wasn't accounted for when the definition was written. So like, I don't know, using the Google definition is just like a really dumb move.
Okay. Not only this, but even the victims didn't allege it. So this premise doesn't sound. Just because the victims didn't allege it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like completely awful argument again.
And as well, Vexx just admits to it. Vexx basically admits to it in the fucking.
Yeah, she admits it herself. And looking at the screenshots where she said, "I feel wrong with this. This is illegal. I'm 18. You're 14. I've pulled this up already." This
like,
has changed. Like she herself thought it was illegal, and she continued to do it, and she knew it was fucked, and she continued to do it. I don't know. Pedophilia. The second one of these terms is much easier to find, being as a medical term. I'll use the medical definition of the term pedophilia. Okay? The definition of pedophilia is pedophilic disorders characterized by recurrent, intense sexually arousing fantasies, urges, or behaviors involving prepubescent or young adolescents, usually 13 years old. Holy shit, is he seriously saying like it's technically like hebophilia or something? Like, is he seriously like making like the fucking meme argument?
The I'm Alex meme.
It is diagnosed only when people are 16 and 5 years older than the child who's target of the fantasies or behaviors. Wait, so wasn't Vexx 18 and like so it was just a 4-year age gap? Does that change? Like, I don't know. So important prerequisites for pedophilia in a situation as follows: person of interest must be prepubescent.
Jacob, can you ignore the act you're getting in the server? I'm dealing with
I'm not looking at the Discord server.
Yeah.
Okay, source of this definition doesn't matter. So maricmanuals.com. Okay, some random websites. The second of these two prerequisites isn't really relevant as we cannot speak to its validity. However, the two one can be easily contested. First, I will address the prepubescent point. None of the alleged victims were prepubescent, even by the youngster admission once they are definitely listed above. Okay, this is like not really like a great point. It's what? Okay. Secondly, we address the point of the 5-year or more age gap. Simply put, this just isn't the case. The youngest and the alleged victims was 14 years of age, making the 4-year age gap to Vex's 18 years of age. Doesn't make it any better. Like, this is aiming to defend it, and this is clearly fucked up. So, like, this is retarded. Don't fit it in the allegation of pedophilia either. Not only this, but they also don't fit the definition of any other chronophilia for that matter. Be that hepaphilia or ephebophilia. So this isn't an irrelevant semantic discussion. Though I'd argue keeping our terms straight for all this is beneficial. I don't think terms matter in the discussion like this. Because like you could argue, well, technically she's like 14, so just 4 years, not 5 years. There's not like that big of a difference, really. So again, we see this allegation that she is a pedophile had pedophilic actions is simply false. Right?
Also, look in general real quick, Jacko.
Yeah. She was quite literally manipulating the minor into having sexual conversations. I think this is super fucking strange. Hold on. What? Hold on. Apparently, okay, this is alleged, right? But I've just been sent a few DMs. I can't really say much about this, right? That Vexx indeed did plan to meet up with a minor.
This isn't proven.
This isn't proven though, so I don't think I can pick him up here. Wait, what? Hold on, can I pull these up real quick? These are DMs between Archie and
Jacko, don't pull them up right now. I'm trying to...
Okay, try to verify it first because I don't want to say anything wrong accent. Okay. Okay, use loosely, they lose it. Okay. There's no need a defense of Vexx or rebuttal, but this was. They both literally just defended Vexx, and it's not a defense, but it clearly was. Like, everybody's like trying to argue in good faith, would like see this and say, yeah, this is a defense, right? Because like, tries to like justify or like say like it's legal and shit. But like, we don't want this in our community, do we? Do we really want people like talk to fucking children? Right? It's such a dangerous precedent because it means the thing is they're both heavily biased in Vex's favor because both of them are pretty close friends with Vexx. Yeah. So they have like a definite like an alibi to defend them. Because nobody really was making the legal argument before them, and even if you were making the legal argument, it wouldn't work out. So pretty much, if you trade this community, you'll almost get away with it, right? Because like. It sets such a dangerous precedent. I keep on saying it, but like people will defend you. And she was like 14, and Vexx continued doing this. Okay, the fact that Vexx is not a groomer, did not break the law in any way. I've gone over this like before, completely like untrue. I don't know why they would like feel the need to like say something false about this. Dude, there's not only in the commentary community, but as Vexx's friends. Oh yeah, obviously here they're friends. From spreading misinformation that Vexx sexually interacted with a 13-year-old to creating Twitter spaces where multiple bits of false allegations were spread. As many who are most adamant, I've never heard that word before, Vexx is a groomer admitted, to literally reporting Vexx to the authorities without any evidence of illegal behavior. Can you blame anybody for reporting like an 18-year-old or a 14-year-old? Come on, this is just silly. This is genuinely silly.
Yeah, again, she quite literally requested CP.
The situation goes to show why we must ask. Also, the crimes that occur, so reporting to the authorities wouldn't be like outrageous, right? Okay, let's continue. So this claim to require a large amount of skepticism and due diligence to be handled properly. To conclude, this document probably won't amend the very fundamental cultural issues we have as a community when addressing these types of allegations. However, we hope it will it will set the record straight. What is there to set straight? Okay. I've gone over this now. I've made my points here, so we can pull up the other DMs first. But I think this is incredibly shitty and dangerous take. Like, why did they attempt to like aid Vexx in the situation when there clearly isn't much to like change? Because Okay, I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna stall until Norris actually gets like confirmation these DMs are indeed real, because I don't want to like accidentally something false.
I just gotta gather my thoughts because this is like just too much right now for me. Hold on.
Okay.
Sure. Just continue with like the thing, and I'll.
Yeah, sure. So it's clearly a defense of Vexx, and that's not a good thing, because I think we shouldn't welcome people like this in the community. I think nobody will disagree with me on this, because it's like you would be like genuinely like morally completely fucked to defend something like this.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Pyman and Bank took it upon themselves to do that. Right, when should we get to the caller part? Because I'm
No,
pretty
right now.
sure like there's
Norris
not.
has something before we do that. Or might have something.
So for this much of the two others, but they're public screenshots. Hold on. They're public screenshots. Okay, do you want to pull up those messages that Archie sent you?
It was actually Michael who sent them to me. Okay, let's go through them.
Pull them up.
Okay, yeah. What was the order of your Twitter account? Okay. What's the sexual comment with Vexx happened? That's where most things happen, including where both tell ages. Okay. Why did he deactivate the Maze OK account? Where she says she wants to meet this IRL. So this is one of the victims coming forward saying that Vexx did indeed want to meet her in real life. So,
Okay.
I don't know how legit it is, but it's a
everything
victim, right? This is a victim. Okay, so Vexx actually has like something to rebut this. She should say something. I don't know how online she's right now.
Hold on. Is that the only link you have?
I have another one. Why did you deactivate the account?
There you go.
I left Twitter for a while, more than 30 days. So the thing is, there certainly isn't evidence of this happening, which it sucks. But like in this situation, a victim says this, so take this with a slight grain of salt. But wait, what? Okay, no, I'm not gonna take some random chat comment. Do you still have access to it? And yeah, she wanted to meet in real life and do sexual stuff. So this is a victim saying this. There sadly isn't any evidence of this, which is pretty bad. Also, sure, bring up the other stuff, and there's like people have been DMing.
Okay.
Sure, bring up the other DMs with like the trans stuff.
Do you want to show me it first, just to make sure? And let me talk about maybe in a bit. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So basically, the thing is though, I was like pretty confused why people would do this, because this is so fucking weird. Why would you drag attempt defense? But then I got sent DMs of Gakari, who had been in an argument with Bank about exactly this before, and what Gakari told me was that the turns. Okay, so there's a bit of a backstory. A while back ago, I made like a Minecraft server with other like content creators where like want to play Minecraft with them. What apparently Bank said, because Vexx kept on like harassing into like letting her join the server, even though I really didn't want her to do it because we had like fights in the past. And what Bank is saying in these DMs with Gakari, okay, I'm gonna pull them up real quick. Also, he gave me the full permissions to like put these like on stream. So, you know what Bank's saying? This is a complete lie. A complete fucking lie. He completely made this up, and I don't know where he got this from. Well, you've got to consider Jacob's crews a bunch of cunts and have the best experiences. Hold on.
Are we going over this now? Hi.
She got pissed with them because they were mocking her for her gender dysphoria. That's a complete lie. I've never mocked anybody for being trans. Because that's just something shitty to do, and I think, like, I would not be, like, the greatest of people if I, like, mocked somebody for being trans, because that's shitty, right? Because I can't really change it. So, like, why would you mock somebody for that? Like, for something that's, like, an intrinsic attribute about someone? Like, that's just, like, stupid. It's like bullying, like, making fun of somebody for being, like, black, I guess. Like, if you can't change it, it's like, why make fun of it? It's like,
It's like,
okay, so Bank just said it's like, I'm fine if it's still up. And what Bank is saying, that I was waiting, like, or me and my friends were waiting, for Vexx, like, we're waiting for a weak target, like a Vexx, so we could harass her because she was trans. A complete lie. I've literally no clue where, like, he got this from, because it's a complete fucking lie. He also says like because there's literally no evidence of this ever happening because like didn't happen. That's why he doesn't have any like evidence of this, right? He doesn't have any evidence. I'm just going through it. And it's like I was very confused by this because like, I was just so confused by like suddenly had to go at me, but this pretty much makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was odd because these people just throw around wild allegations without any evidence, but being like super like, yeah, Jake is like a transphobe. He made fun of her being like trans. Complete lie. It's a complete lie. I literally these people have no credibility. I would not trust any of their words. I'm gonna be honest. Like after the scene, like what like has happened with like me and like the shit they said about me, absolutely like fucking like strange. It's just bizarre to me why you would like allege this, just blatantly lying about something, just to like defend like the predator.
Apparently he's retracted the statements he made.
Okay, I'm glad you like made wild allegations about me being a transphobe and then like took him back. Alright, man.
Even so,
I'm glad you got like didn't even get my side on this before you spread shit around that I'm like a shitty person. I don't trust you, punk. I'm gonna be honest. Like you, like just saying this about me without any evidence. That's I think it's fucked. I don't know.
I should point out bunks and VIP calls if you want
Yeah,
to
nice,
talk
thank you.
about this after.
We're gonna talk in a bit.
even if he retracts the statement, though, it doesn't make it any better. It just
No.
like what he spreads misinformation, and then you're supposed to forgive him because he retracts the statement. I don't think that's how it really works.
Yeah, okay. The thing is also Pyman. She went like into people's DMs. I can't show this because I don't want to like DMs. But she went like kept on that going on Twitter saying like, why you guys call Vexx a groomer like a pedophile when she just like sexted children? Like she isn't technically a pedophile by my Oxford definition, right? It's super fucking cringe, and I have no clue why you want to defend this. Why would you want to die on the hill that this is okay?
It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it just like it's completely bizarre when you want to defend something like this. Something like, holy shit! Do you guys want to see Vexx's new like Discord bar now? Look at this shit.
Yes.
This is literally the meme with like the anime guy falling back. You know, the one in black and white. I'm so fucking tired. Been cutting into my arms so I can watch them bleed. My neck is looking appealing too. What a manipulative arsehole. If you do shit like this, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Okay, I think I can talk now. I think. Okay, so do you want to pull up the screenshots that you were sent with Archie maybe?
I haven't put on already, but I talked about them.
Just pull them up for now, and I'll send you a couple screenshots. So there were. Can you do that? Okay. So maybe had two deactivated accounts, which have now been deactivated for about 30 days. So sadly, she can't access any messages. So obviously, take this all with a grain of salt. But she doesn't really have any reason to lie.
Kids going dark. sorry, I just saw a really funny chat comment.
Kids going dark.
It's like, guys, I know I did some fucked up shit to children. I need some time to reflect. Fuck you, man. You don't deserve this. This is not like, doesn't matter. Let's get over to the next topic, because like this is a shit ton to go over. So just like,
Hold on, my brain's just.
we also won't be taking every
okay.
caller because I don't want like any like annoying people like do like a shit joke. I suggest it's just like a little bit cringe to me.
So, she.
I won't be actually inviting anybody who I know who I like think is trustworthy. Yeah.
Hold on, holy shit. Okay, here we go. No, that's not. Hold on. Holy, what the fuck?
Let me just like ban some people who like are suspicious and like have their accounts created like to like quickly go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, congrats on 500 subs, JK.
Oh, thanks. Actually, that's pretty cool.
OW.
Okay,
Commentary
look
one.
at general.
Okay.
Pull out. Okay, so just these are all these alleged messages were taken sent through her deactivated account, so we can't access any of the messages. But I'm inclined to believe her. I don't think she has. Any
Yeah, I
reason
know
to
that there's literally no reason to lie. Like, this is a pretty clear case already.
Joker,
So.
do you want to read these out?
Wait, Norris, you read yourself.
You could just read Maybe's message. It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
I had that message on my old Twitter account. She said, I don't know if it is weird, but I want this IRL. Something along the line with more of a fake baby language. Is a personality she used to manipulate people, not age regression. Yeah, I don't know. If a grooming victim says this, and like, she has like only told the truth before, right?
And there is like proof she was being like.
She was alluding to the fact that she wanted to do this like in real life with her.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to meet up. Like that's incredible.
There's
So,
like
we don't
no
have any screenshots. We can't get any screenshots.
We can't get any screenshot, which sucks.
inclined to
This
believe
sucks.
her.
This is literally only one piece missing piece of it. But this, the fact that she did in fact want to meet up IRL, it's pretty clear case to me. I don't know. It's pretty fucking clear.
And
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't go off this as like clear case, but I'd say it's kind of it's very likely. I'd say.
Yeah,
Again,
absolutely.
there's like
Wait, what happened?
Wait, did I accidentally buy somebody who wasn't at I apologize, I'm gonna unban you, sorry. You guys
and
continue
also,
speaking.
her relationship with Maybe started after Maybe and Archie got into a fight. Maybe started talking to Vexx, sort of just venting, I guess, and as soon as like that happened and Maybe had gained and Vexx had gained Maybe's trust, they started, sending very explicit messages. So I think that's a pretty
Sorry,
clear
anonymity
case
for
of
banning
her
you.
just
That was an
manipulating.
accident. I assumed you weren't a troll account because like I've got quite a few people like trying to raid my server in the past. So just I'm like,
not even like.
and your account name reminded me of somebody. Sorry, I'm gonna let you in the callers later. Hopefully, at least if we get to it, because like I don't have
that
much time
alright?
left because I'm gonna go to the gym later. Yeah.
Is that alright?
No, it's completely alright. I think you can pretty much make your own take on this. For me, personally, I know what I think of this. I think it's fucking disgusting. I think it's scary that like people are attempting to at least defend it to some extent. Should we move on to callers?
Yeah,
definitely.
I think- 'cause I think-
Can we link to the server?
Yeah, we join live.
Hold on,
We'll take the
no.
others.
Let me hide this real quick.
Oh, you gotta change your Discord over.
Yeah, I need to. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm joining live. Hold on, no, it's actually already carried over.
Cool.
Let me change my.
Where's Cam going?
Cam's not on the server, I don't think. I'll need to drag him in.
Just don't invite him.
Okay, beautiful. Who should we take first?
Let's take
Gakari?
Bunk and
Fireman
Pieman.
and
Let's
Bunk.
take Pieman in first.
Let's do them later, okay.
No, let's take Pieman in first. Let's get this over with.
Hello.
Original and Devon.
Hello, partner.
Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Am I on?
Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Pie.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I did not defend Vex's.
It's a pretty clear
relationship with
defense. I'm sorry.
No.
I can't even
No,
stand
no,
hearing this.
no,
It's a pretty
no,
clear
no.
defense.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I said it many times. I said it wasn't illegal. I didn't say it wasn't disgusting.
Wait, that's defending it though.
That's an excuse for it, though. That's an
Nobody was
excuse
arguing
for
the
it.
legal
John's
part.
one defending Onision by saying he didn't break any
This
rules.
is not a
No,
comparable situation. No, this is completely irrelevant to this. You can't just like bring up like a comparable situation. Like what?
And
You're
also,
just
John.
distracting from the
John
main
doesn't
point,
like
man.
Onision.
You're not. There's no real
Hold on,
point here. You're
hold
just
on.
distracting
I'm
from the main
saying
point.
something isn't saying something is legal isn't saying that it's good. Obviously, it's bad. It's terrible. It's disgusting.
But the points you were making in the doc weren't even.
You were
like-
literally- okay, the way you were speaking-
Several times.
People were saying that she broke the law.
Who?
She did.
Who was
Yeah,
that?
well,
She
she
did.
did.
Yeah.
No, people are saying.
Let's not gang up though. Okay, let's.
But wait, there was a part in the Google Doc where like Vexx was quite clearly like trying to solicit CP from a 16-year-old. That is illegal.
Yep.
But
You what?
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 What the fuck?
Wait,
That is-
but you
that-
okay?
that is
Okay.
true. However, it is very rarely important. It's the same thing as.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
but
it's
the
not
thing is,
illegal.
it's-
I'm on it's still a crime.
the
Just
best
because
part
it
is
isn't
it's
a
crime.
sport
It's a
doesn't
federal
mean it isn't a
offense, you
crime.
fucking retard.
Like
I agree.
shoplifting isn't a course, but it's still a
take my
crime.
point by saying that it's not a crime. However, that's the same as two teenagers sexting each other, which
No, it's not.
very
It's not.
often
Not
happens.
at
No, it's
all.
not.
Not
Can we
at
not
all.
gang up on her,
It's
please?
not
Can we
one
please not
bit.
gang up on
It's not
Pieman?
one
Not
bit.
the same thing.
They're not minors.
What? A
They are.
16-year-old is a minor?
A 16-year-old
They
is
are
minor. Yeah.
minors. They are
They're-
minors, Player.
They can consent to each other. I mean, in Canada, what's his name
but-
is Mr. Bad
No,
Optics
no,
is a
but the
minor.
point is
And
that we're
there,
not talking
they
about.
can.
She was soliciting CP, which is illegal no matter what.
That's a completely different law.
And
Yeah.
also, she did break laws. You stated it yourself.
They can consent with each other.
Yeah, but
I
they
don't
can't.
see
But
the-
they can't
CP.
send child porn to each other, you fucking retard.
That's like the thing we're arguing. We're not arguing like about the age of consent.
Because like this is
I know,
pretty.
but what I'm saying is there's no real difference between
There
two
is.
minors texting each other and Vexx and Mr. Bad Optics, especially with the age gap of 1 year and 10 months. I mean, the other ones are bad, but that's, nothing bad.
No, there is definitely.
18.
One of them is underage. I'm sorry, it's just. And
I
I'm not
don't
going
care,
after.
like,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
care,
Can you let me
dude.
speak,
Like,
please? Can you let me speak?
They
Yeah, go
can
on.
consent to each other. Legally, they can consent to
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah, but it's
Even
not.
more-
The issue isn't Mr.
1 year
Bad.
and 10 months is that bad.
We're not talking about the Mr. Bad Optics and the thing situation because I feel like 16 and 18 is not as damning as 18 and 14. I'm talking about
I
the
agree,
other
I
stuff.
agree.
But still, a minor can't.
Oh, the other
consent
stuff,
to
yeah,
sending
the other
nudes to
stuff's
an
terrible.
adult.
You-
The 14 and 18 stuff is inexcusable. Under no circumstances is that.
Alright.
Good.
Good take, good take.
So like
And I've
18 and
literally
14 is
said
pretty
that
bad, Pam.
Many times on Twitter, and people saying that I'm defending Vexx is just stupid.
It kind of comes off like.
But I never defended her.
She's a bit more than stupid. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
mate. I think it's pretty
Well, no,
predatory.
but,
It's not
like,
just
no-
stupidity.
No.
The
No.
document you made showed like a clear bias, especially with the fact that you just brushed over the fact.
No.
that,
My important thing is
requesting
I think
images
18 and
is
14
illegal.
is fucking disgusting. I think 18 and 14 is fucking disgusting, and the fact that Vex,
I agree.
at least according to the fucking like the thing that the victim has said, wanted to meet up. I think that's fucking disgusting. I think that's really, really bad.
I agree.
think that that's to be taken seriously. And it's not about 16, 18. That's not the most relevant part. I feel 16, 18 is like I don't know, like it's not like that terrible.
Like I
Like,
said,
it's-
right? I said this earlier in private.
I
to
agree with
Jaco.
everything
think,
you just said.
Oh my god, Pieman, let me talk. I said this earlier in private to Jaco. If not 15-year-old, and a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old sex, I personally don't see that much of an issue with that. I have an issue with the fact that she tried to solicit fucking child porn from him.
That's not the point. The point is 18 and 14. That's my main issue here.
Yeah.
Because 16 and 18, that's not really like that. That's a bit of like an empty story, really. You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody can agree. Like, that's definitely more defensible than 14 and 18. I think that's really, really bad, and I think everybody can agree on this, right?
Yeah.
14, 18 is really bad in the fact that she potentially wanted to show up to like the 14-year-old and what to do in real life, as long as there were multiple things that was being super manipulative. Pretty bad. Right? Everybody can agree with this. Can we all like it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think like anybody disagrees, right? Right. So what it looked like to me was that and that's like almost multiple like minors, right? So it's just like that's kind of the issue. Like 14, 18 is pretty bad. Why do you say like he never defended her when he never once said it was like morally like reprehensible in like the thing, right? Not once in the entire document. Because like what it looks like to me is that you're like trying to defend it. That's like not like trying to be in bad faith. This is what it looks like to me. Like after like looking at this like so many times. The thing is like also saying like she should just said she wouldn't mind if she received them like about the like the CP. Presumably in response to like the offer that there's a natural statement, not a solicitation. You have made like multiple times a document. You make clear defenses of Vexx.
It wasn't
Right.
a defense. I was saying legally in that
Not really,
aspect.
that's the thing.
It could,
Like, it may not
I
be
don't think a
intentional,
court
but it still
would
came up.
say that saying I would be fine with it is soliciting. I think it's bad that she said that and she shouldn't have said it, but I think that it wouldn't hold up in court as a solicitation of nudes, saying that she would be fine with receiving them in response.
Well,
to
this thing alone, and I'm saying like, wouldn't you? This is not about the court part though, really, right? This is more like you have made them multiple times in document. We can go over them again if you want. I can be here all day just going through like the fucking. All right, beautiful. Let's start.
Yeah, I make a couple mistakes in the thing, and I admit to that. Mostly the thing about saying nothing illegal happened, which something illegal did happen, even though it wouldn't really be enforced. At least the stuff that we knew.
What?
Because so far we didn't know about Vexx trying to meet up with that person IRL. That just came up right now with all of you. So
No, but like, okay. In this document, they say shit like, oh, it's like, I don't know, it's not like that, like, I'm suffering because I'm like reading so much text at the same time. I'm just going, on some time in the document where he said like, she just said she wouldn't mind if she received them, presumably response and offer. There's a neutral statement, not solicitation and other stuff, right? It's not a neutral statement, like either way.
Correct.
It's not a neutral statement. If you say you wouldn't mind something, it's technically agreeing to.
a
It's
neutral
like
statement. It's not asking for it.
no, but it's not disagree. Okay. It's okay, Pam. You're in the situation, right? You're like 18, right? And there's like 15-year-old, and the 15-year-old like says like, should I send you nudes? And what is your response to this? Is your response to this, I wouldn't mind? Or is it no? Fucking hell, don't do this. Like under any circumstance, this is really bad.
I
This is
agree.
like,
That would be the right thing to do. And I think that what Vexx said was wrong. But I was saying the legal aspect of it. I wasn't saying morally she should have said I don't mind. I'm saying that wouldn't hold up in court as solicitation of nudes from a minor.
what? But it is. Like taking into context with the other stuff. If we pull up like all these DMs, this like in the context of this, only that message, may have not that much like value in the court, but like with all this stuff combined, this would be pretty serious. I feel like most courts would think this is pretty bad.
I agree with the other stuff such as the wanting to meet up IRL, which just came up now. I agree, but with the stuff before, I mean, just saying I wouldn't mind in response to an offer for nudes, I don't think that would hold up in court as solicitation of nudes. It's bad that she said that, but I don't think it's solicitation legally.
What? No. But she said she wouldn't mind. Because like saying you wouldn't mind is not saying no. Saying you wouldn't mind is saying like,
yeah,
I'm not going to pressure you into doing it.
Jacob, this isn't.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
This is going nowhere.
Say no.
It's not illegal to not say no.
What?
It's illegal to ask for say yes.
Okay, this is going nowhere. I'm gonna drag you out until you have like other arguments.
Okay, no, wait, no, don't drag him out.
Let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, let's move on to the next.
Do you have a
Do you guys want me to drag him back? Get your friend in here.
Mr. Bunky Wonky.
Bunk. Do you want me to get Bunk in here?
Yeah, bunker like half the thing. He read the part about the definitions
Alright,
of
Bunky,
grooming
on
and
that.
pedophilia and stuff.
What's good, dude? What's good, my guys?
Not much,
Hello.
really.
Hello.
Okay, so can I start like first off with an apology to you, Jacko? I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that. I couldn't have backed those allegations up, which is why I didn't say them publicly. But now that I realize, these things can get leaked, they can kind of get spread around, and in retrospect, it was shitty of me to do. I apologize. It was my fault. I took a massive L on that.
Are you apologizing because it got leaked or because you felt bad?
Because I felt bad.
Okay.
Because like I don't like that when it happens to me, and now when I look back on it, dude, that was shitty of me. All right. Secondly, I'd like to apologize for the shitty way I've acted on Twitter. That's kind of just my Twitter persona, and I just like to clear that up. I find myself to be a fairly reasonable person when you get to talk to me, and I hope that doesn't like our interactions on Twitter, which has been quite negative in nature, don't taint your perspective on what I'm trying to say here. So, the part of the document that I worked on. Pieman researched most of the legal stuff. He made most of the legal arguments. The part of the document that I worked on was the semantical philosophical arguments, right? It was the semantical arguments around the words groomer and pedophile. Is there anything you can test within those parts of the document specifically that you would say is something that I messed up on?
Well, the fact that you like failed on like at first like the legal aspect, which like was like pretty much proven to be false now, right? You contradict yourself on multiple occasions. And the fact that like not looking at the other evidence,
Jacko,
like yes.
Jacko, can I stop you real quick because I don't think you're not answering my question. So when I'm asking you like between my part, right, the part that I basically solely worked on, right, it was the semantical arguments. Do you have any problem with the arguments under the what was it, the heading grooming and pedophilia?
Well, now I do. That there's like evidence suggesting that Vexx did want to meet up.
Okay,
But like I didn't call Vexx a groomer. I didn't call that pedophile either. I just said predatory behavior.
Yeah, okay, that's the word I used for it too.
And by the way, hold on, I just want to say, I do think that it is okay to call her predatory behavior, even before we knew this stuff now. I think that's definitely a word that could be used, just not pedophile or groomer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably what I'd argue. And then you say like, she wanted to meet up with somebody. She stated that she wanted to meet up with somebody. I don't think that would equal premeditation by most definitions.
What do you mean? If
Like,
you want
I
to make up with a child to have like
no. Okay. Yeah, I'll just let you go.
Okay, thank you. She said, like, apparently, according to the victim, that she wanted to meet up with the victim to do the stuff in real life that we're talking about in DMs.
Okay, was this like a desire? Was it a stated desire, or was it
What?
like premeditation?
What do you mean with stated desire? She said it. Like, apparently, like, according to the victim list.
Yeah, no. Like, okay. Norris, can you stop talking?
Send you no.
Oh, okay. You're gonna send me a
Jacob,
DM.
can you
Alright,
pull
that's
this up? No, actually, Jacob, can you just pull this up on your stream?
All right, please send me the DM because if there's information that I didn't know at the time.
What? Who did? What?
He just
Have you
fucking
What did he
left.
leave?
Did Bunk leave?
Did he leave or did somebody disconnect?
Did someone
Check
drag
the
him?
log.
Did someone drag him back? Can
Is it-
someone
No,
drag
he
him
just
back?
left. No, he just left. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what
He just
happened.
leave.
Yeah, I think I misclicked. Yeah, just send it to me. Real quick. I'll have a look on it.
Jacob, can you pull this up on stream?
I'm sorry, shit. I closed my browser source again, so I need to open up a new one. Give me a second.
Oh,
Just give it a
fucking hell,
second.
man.
Well, I'm also gonna screen share really quick so you can have a look into this, right? Hold on.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just gonna screen share this to you, like, so you can see this first, obviously, because we haven't got discussion with it right now. I just want browser capture here, browser source, add, we'll add a new source. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I'm not experienced in streaming.
Yeah, what do you use to stream?
Stream.obs, and I'm really shit at it.
Shit.
Yeah, same.
On
same,
window
same.
capture. Beautiful. Add source. Add a new source instead. Add source. Unknown PNG here. Beautiful. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick because this is like an important part to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Pulling the below the browser sources here. Finally. I'm also hiding the chat real quick because it's like really annoying. Here, beautiful. Your friend Archie's just made me aware of some very disturbing messages that Vexx had supposedly sent to you. The most concerning being the fact that she wanted to meet up with you. I had that message on my old Twitter account. She said, I know if it is weird, but I want this IRL, something along those lines, which more of a fake baby language. So she wanted to
I
meet.
just want to say something. Is this her saying that she actually, is planning to meet IRL, or is it just saying, oh, I would want to meet you IRL? As in,
What?
I would want to have sex with
There's
you.
literally no difference.
I'm just wondering.
No, it's
There's a bit of a difference, but it's
Just
such a
is
minor
it
one.
want
That
this or like, let's
holy
actually
shit.
do this.
The girl lived in Egypt. I don't think Vexx was planning to meet up with her. It's more a desire, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
If we have, okay, we have
It's
so,
different.
we have a
And
statement from the
actually,
accused.
Can I talk on this point? I
Actually,
think
so that's still not
I'm gonna
good.
argue this better than you are. Okay, like no offense, but I think I'm gonna argue this better than you are. So when we're talking about like the concepts, there's like two different concepts we're talking about, and that's a desire versus premeditation. I believe that premeditation is the definition we use by most versions of the word grooming because we can't really prove like a future desire or like premeditation or
Well,
any future plan
okay.
was going on.
We do have a clear statement from the person though that she would like. I'm not a clear statement; it's a paraphrase, but a statement from the person that she did want to meet up in real life.
Do we have the DM because like they
We
said
don't
they
have the DM because the account was
No, we
deactivated and was over 30
the,
days.
Yeah, the accounts were deactivated. Yeah.
Which
I
sucks,
thought it
but
was like a screenshotted DM. Man.
nah, sadly
That's
not.
cool.
This, yeah.
So you,
That's
yeah,
gonna
you
make- that's
can't
gonna make
take
it
it like.
kinda- That's oh, I don't want to like it just like I have a hard time like using the
Holy
full like
shit.
context and connotation of like saying you want to meet up with somebody
What?
if I can't like see the
The
rest of it.
full context of meeting up with a man and wanting to do
No,
like
but,
sex
but,
with them
okay,
is like,
but, saying I
what
want to
context
do
would change your
something-
mind on this?
But saying I want to do something has like a different connotation in like two different scenarios. For example, if I say I really want to kill this person right now, like spontaneously, that doesn't really mean much, especially in a court of law, right? That's not. Really
I mean, this is not
premeditation,
comparable
it's just
to saying I want to meet up with a
let's use
minor to
common
have sex with them.
Let's use common sense. This is obviously while they were sending like sexually explicit messages. In a bit, I'll talk to her a bit more and see if I can get any more. If she can send me any more context. But for now, let's just go under that presumption.
Okay, but I say I'd reject like the idea of like direct common sense and explanation for something. So that's an argument from incredulity. Okay, I guess we can presume that. If we presume this, right? If this is a presupposition we're going to make for the argument, yeah, I tend to agree with you on the grooming point. I've also had some conversations, some like I don't know, their DM debates or like whatever you want to call them, discussions with people who have come up to me, and I believe it was who was it? Let me check my DMs right now. AMAC that kind of like opened me the perspective that yeah, maybe you could call this grooming under some definitions. I'm not sure exactly if I'd use those definitions. But like I feel I'm a little.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm a little bit.
Okay.
I'm a little
It's
bit
nothing
more
new. It's
open.
obviously gonna use like spaggy audience, like dislike bump. It's like nothing. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit more open to the idea that it could have been grooming, but I do 100% stand by my points of like it's not like pedophilia, and you can't really call it pedophilia, or you're like implying something that just isn't true.
okay, like
That's
who
my
could
perspective on the
it
situation.
call her like a pedophile? Like, and
I mean,
honestly,
People did. There were screenshots.
They have been.
Yeah, but
They
I don't
they
think they were
were.
doing that.
Many
I don't think they were
screenshots
doing
of people
that. I
calling
don't
her a
think they were doing like
pedophile.
unironically though.
Well, how do you establish irony in this situation? I think that if I couldn't establish irony, then that's probably misinformation being spread, correct?
mean,
And
Like,
like,
when we're
and
evaluating.
many people
I'll
are
give you that, I'll
unironically
give you
saying
that,
that
though.
she was a pedophile.
Well, to be fair, I made a tweet
I
about it
completely agree with
already in
Pomander.
the,
I don't think you can make the argument that they were being ironic with it. I think maybe a few people were, but I think a lot of people were being completely
Yeah,
serious.
especially
Yeah.
under this
Yeah, I mean,
context,
that's true, yeah.
allegations
I
come
agree.
out about somebody like of a sexual nature, and you call him a pedophile. Like, what are you supposed to think under that like?
I mean, yeah,
context? Like,
really,
what are
yeah,
we
I agree.
supposed to assume?
I mean, like calling her a pedophile is like a pretty big step because like that's a lot more serious than like the other stuff, right?
Yeah. Right, now I'd like to discuss with you the part where you say it's a defense. I'm really interested in that and like how we could have made it better as to not be a defense. Because I feel like
and how it
if
would
that's
not
how
be a
you're
defense.
interpreting it.
But no, okay, my personal interpretation of the entire document is right. It feels like to me because like I don't feel like I didn't really see anybody do like the moral argument, right? I mean the legal argument. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused because I'm like moderating the shit while I'm doing this. So what it seemed like to me was like saying like, well, legally it's okay, right? And like there's multiple like points in like the document you wrote where it sounds like you're like taking like and saying like, oh, she just like I don't know. I'm terrible to say, but she was like being like neutral on this. She didn't really like want this and shit like that. You know, with like for example like the soliciting this like CP stuff. Where it's like this wasn't like really like a direct like wanting her to like send it over, but it's like at the same time it's pretty like it's in good faith of Vexx in this amount and like saying that's like legally okay, which feels like it's a defense, right? Like because like if you just like yeah, legally it's fine, like morally it's not good, but like it's legally okay, that feels like it's defending.
I suppose I could see how
Is
you're
that the
coming
same
at
thing
it.
that-
Like, can I talk?
I was
So I
gonna say,
suppose-
no, I just want to say something. So are you saying that every time somebody says something is legally okay but morally wrong, that they're defending them?
What? No, not in every circumstance. There's obviously like differences, right? There's obviously like cases in which this isn't true, but like saying, okay, yeah, somebody did something bad, right? But then you're saying like, but it was legal.
But okay, my only question would be like, would it be a problem like if it was fully legal? Because I understand like there are some laws that we don't really prosecute. Generally, I'd say that we consider laws that aren't really prosecuted, that aren't really enforced. We generally don't consider those. Like, there's a ton of laws on the books that are like never like put into play. I'm sure you know this. Like, there's all this content about like weird laws from different states that are like completely lost to time. So I generally say that we don't consider
Okay.
things like
No.
laws that are enforced to be illegal in like a colloquial sense.
Can I say something real quick? At
yeah, you can
first,
say something.
another issue with the document is that you kind of spread this misinformation about the legal aspect, because as we have like look into this, some parts are legal, right? Like there's no really way around that, and also that you never really like properly like say in the document is like not okay. If you know what I mean?
I suppose we didn't. Yeah, I'd say you're correct on that. I think the document was supposed to be like, as me and Paimon were discussing, it was supposed to be coming from like as neutral of a stance on morals as possible, so that the viewer themselves or the reader themselves could interpret their own moral lines, and they can draw those as they see fit. And I think that we tried to make that clear. I'm sorry that didn't come off as clear, and if it didn't, that's our mistake. Again, like we tried our best, but I can tell you,
But
like,
are we
from-
seriously having like a discussion if it's like grooming or not? Does that really matter?
I think it does.
Why do you think it matters? Like it's like
People
such an
call
irrelevant
someone a
little
groomer.
like detail.
Don't
Like is
just call
the
anyone a groomer. Look,
yeah,
hold on, I
but
just
not
want to say
it's not like
something.
anybody. It's like it
There's
doesn't
a
matter because like
discussion around. Wait, hold on.
with the whole discussion about what exactly is a groomer, then you were saying, well, it's bad anyway, so you can call them a groomer. So are you going to call every bad person a groomer?
No, that's
not just the
that's completely misinterpreting my argument. This is honestly like
That's got nothing to do with like what
this
we're
is
talking
completely
about.
fucking relevant. Honestly, like can we move on to the next topic? Like this, we're just going in circles at this point.
You can't just say, well, they don't fit as exactly the definition of a groomer, but they're a bad person, so I'm going to call them a groomer.
That's
That's not
completely
what we're
fucking like
arguing,
that's
you
not what we're
fucking
arguing.
okay.
Can we move on? I'm like
Right,
barely
can I
paying
attack-
attention anymore.
From the
Can I
message.
attack this? Can I like have like a discussion about this? So, I'd say that the important part is that we value truth even whenever the person in question may be guilty. I think that we pretty much hold this universally. Even if somebody may be guilty, I think it's best that we have the best information on that guilt so that people can't try and explain it away by saying, oh yeah, well, like this is wrong, so like what else could be wrong? Like what other false narratives can be wrong? From my perspective, whenever I was working on this document, especially in the degrees of calling it like whether it's grooming or pedophilia, I was just trying to say that whenever we use these words to mean things that they are not, they not only
Okay.
muddy the narrative, but it also like it damages one's credibility as well, because you're levying an allegation like as minute as you may see it. You're levying a false allegation if these words do not apply. Would you disagree with that?
Well, sorry, I was barely paying attention here. My point is basically just that, right, what Baxter was wrong, and people were just going by the definition of grooming because that's what people think is grooming. So it doesn't really change much about like if it's like technically like it's like 1 year apart or like it just misses one thing. It doesn't really change much in this context.
I think
If you
okay.
call someone a groomer and they're not a groomer, then don't call them a groomer.
Well, but this is
simple.
going like fucking some random like
Groomers-
Oxford
groomers.
definition. There's
Otherwise,
some random Oxford definition.
otherwise, it,
Like all the places define it as grooming, but Vex did. So like that's really relevant. Like it's completely fucking stupid argument. Like, is it grooming? Is it not? Like I don't know. Like we've all made our points clear. Like we're not really gonna convince each other of something different.
Please let me speak on this part, Pie Man. Please let me speak on this part, Pie Man, because this is my part. This is like I'm pretty decent at arguing semantics. So whenever we look at things, like whenever we look at allegations like this, I don't think we can always say that like saying something isn't technically true is always a defense of something. And I believe that making sure our technicalities and our definitions are used correctly actually adds to our ability to properly communicate allegations like these. So that's why I value it whenever we use like the proper terms for things like pedophilia, things like grooming, like because things can be bad without being pedophilia or grooming. And I understand like the colloquialisms on the internet are different, but I think that whenever we take it into the real world, we have to consider these types of things. For example, whenever I heard the word grooming, like the dictionary definition is what came to mind. If that's like what I understand grooming as, it might be different throughout the majority of the commentary community, and I understand that. But like whenever we're spreading allegations that could become very large, and to my knowledge are being taken up by people as large as like Harley TBS. I'm not exactly sure if like Augie RFC is going to be covering these or whatever. I knew it was streamed on Bobex's live stream. Much larger audiences than our little commentary community. I think it's important that we have these terms correctly used.
Okay, great. I'm glad you made your point clear. I feel like kind of we're going in circles because we haven't really established a definition of grooming.
Do you guys want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I feel like we need to wrap this up because it's getting like just like kind of annoying, and I'm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that.
Well,
I just like to state that like finally that I didn't intend to defend Vexx in any way with this document. That was not the intention. I apologize if it came off that way. That's not how I intended it.
Okay, I'm glad you made that point clear because it seemed like that to me.
Yeah, I understand that, and you know, it can be, I suppose anyone could interpret it as any different type of people's fault. I've seen a lot of people also have your interpretation of that, and I'm not sure if that's just due to a lack of nuance on the internet, or whether that's actually just due to non-clarity in the way that we worded things.
Thing is, like, right, the issue, we haven't like really established like a definition to go about with, like, for example, grooming. Like, we're not really like arguing with someone, we just like both have like vague definitions about what it is. And the thing is, like going by an Oxford edition is different. Like, for example, like pedophilia, that's like a medical term in this sense. I would not argue that Vexx is like technically like a pedophile, right? I think about the grooming shit's difficult though, because like such a vague term, and also like the definition was very vague, right? And there's like different ways to like define things. So it's like very hard to like go about. I don't know. So I don't think we can like reach a proper resolution
all
here.
the definitions of grooming agree on, such as that there needs to be an intent to commit a sexual offense of some manner.
Okay, can we just like think? You guys think what Vexx did was wrong, right?
Yes.
Yes. I agree.
Absolutely morally like reprehensible. You can clarify that what Vexx said was very wrong.
Yes.
And you shouldn't do it
it's
under any
morally
circumstance.
reprehensible. Yes, I will stand by that stance. I think I can argue that stance incredibly well. For example, I don't think a 14-year-old can be able to give informed consent to a relationship. I don't think they are mentally capable enough. I don't think that any real place that we were looking at defines a 14-year-old as mentally capable enough normally. I don't think the real age of the other partner matters too much whenever we're talking ages that are under
Yeah, okay.
16.
I'm just glad we agree on something. Okay, we all think what Vexx
Yeah.
said was wrong. Beautiful,
Yeah.
wonderful. I think that's the best conclusion we're gonna reach here, because like going about like vague definitions about grooming, I don't think is like the best way to go about this argument.
Just going
Yeah,
in circles,
Because the
that's
most
why-
important part is like a predatory person, and like, yeah, not a good thing.
Hey guys, predators are bad.
Guys, okay, wonderful. The
Especially in
definition,
this
it's literally like this meme of these like 4 children sitting around like, is Fortnite overrated? Is it grooming or is it not?
Is it grooming or is it not?
So, okay, wonderful.
The great is it grooming debate.
The great grooming question.
Alright, is that it?
I reckon we wrap this part up. Are there any callers who could potentially add something to this?
Well, there's a ton of callers, so we'll take them now.
Shit, I'm not gonna take all of them, it's like too much. I don't.
We'll take a few then.
We
Okay,
need
okay,
someone who's
cool.
gonna add something to the conversation. Like,
Alright,
I
I was asked by Eski if we could drag him in. Do you wanna drag us?
Let's later. I don't know. I feel like okay. Let's
Really
drag in
drag us
Caden.
here.
Okay,
I mean, okay.
beautiful Caden. Anything to add to the conversation?
Aiden.
Epic.
Aiden.
No, it's not.
Is your mic?
Things before I begin, I do
Yeah,
have
you
kind of a dog points
Hmm?
I wanted to speak about. But before we begin, that argument debate between you and Pieman and Bunk was a little chaotic.
Yes, that was very retarded. And like,
So I would appreciate it if maybe you guys gave me some room to speak instead of talking over me. That would be great. But here's a few things I wanted to talk about. First thing was the legal system problem I keep seeing here. Vexx is the one from Canada, am I wrong?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. No.
Alright.
Yeah,
Therefore, the Egypt argument is retarded. Okay, if the crime is being committed in Canada, you gotta use Canadian legal
It's being
system,
committed in
alright?
both areas, though, right?
Yeah, like it's,
No,
it's like
but-
technically like illegal in Egypt because it's like one of the like parts, right?
I don't know about that one. I think, obviously, if there is a crime being committed, it's from Vex's part. Because, like, as
No,
long
I don't
as-
think I don't think the child committed a crime in any way. I think that's like no. That's what I'm saying.
Well, because the whole document's supposed to be an entire wrap-up of a legal system, correct?
Yeah, I think it's just like
more
way too brief
legal
to like
over
properly
mortality.
like. Yeah, that's what I feel like to me on there.
So I feel like that Egypt argument is retarded. And also, can I just say while I'm here, if you were defending it morally, a 18-year-old and 14-year-old being together, you're morally fucked and retarded.
Well, I am
That
right.
is-
It is
that's-
illegal in Egypt, so technically, like they could like extradite Vexx and like fly out and like execute or something. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the Egyptian like legal system. And solicitation is like a crime regardless, so it really doesn't matter.
I do feel like it's just not gonna end up happening.
I mean, obviously,
Most of
it's
the
not
time,
gonna
these
end up
cases
happening,
will
but-
be taken where the crime is being committed, and obviously he's not in Egypt, correct? So the crime's not being committed in Egypt.
Well, it is technically still, but what? No, what? But what?
Well, no, because we're all implying that there's some sort of legality to this, correct?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not mistaken. That's the whole argument. Is
No, not the whole argument.
If
Just like a
what
part
he's-
of the argument. The main part of the argument is that the legality doesn't really matter in most cases because, it's morally like very bad. So
The main, like,
just because it's legal doesn't mean it's good. Like fucking like incest is like illegal in Alabama, so it doesn't mean it's like okay.
like actual like illegal thing was Vexx, like what soliciting CP basically.
Okay. Can we move on bringing anonymity because he like apparently really wants to join?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Where are they?
They're not even in callers.
Yes. Thanks guys for keep on spamming in the chat there. Where?
Blowing it.
Completely blown up.
Let's drag in Emma.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, holy shit, okay.
Hello.
on the air, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think that, having a conversation like this where obviously there's a lot of technicalities and stuff. I don't know. One of the things that's bugged me a lot about the document and stuff is who was asking for that information, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like, I just sort of mean, like, when looking at what Vexx has done, a lot of it is very morally bankrupt, especially in the case where, the 18 and 14, like, that's obviously a scuffed, like, age gap and conversation to have. And so a lot of what my issue was that it brought a lot of nuance to it by bringing up all of the legal things. Here's where it's technically legal, here's where it's technically not. And while it did add to the conversation a little bit, it was also felt very contradictory at parts, saying that Vexx did nothing wrong, but she did do something wrong in this one country. And it made the whole thing very confusing. And a lot of what I worry about is that Vexx will use that information to potentially make a comeback, because when everyone's forgotten or it's been downplayed, a lot of what has gone on.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me. That it's like kind of being downplayed by like things like technically like legal, right? But
I do wish that, as much as I think it was good for Pac-Man to come in and just be like, yeah, by the way, I think it's a bit, it's fucked. Like, that was good. I wish it was clarified a little bit more in the document, just to make sure that no one can take that in like 3 months, 6 months, and be like, look, so nothing was illegal, so she can come back. I think that's it brings up a lot of different connotations that I'm just very worried about her, or maybe others who have gone through similar situations that we've seen, using it as a way to force their way back into a community that in the beginning was pretty unanimously agreed on that it was a morally bankrupt thing to do.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really. I didn't know that I'd make it back into the VIP college section.
Okay, beautiful.
So I didn't
move
really
on to
have
this.
like my full thoughts.
Wait, actually, who is actually in person could add something to this? Because it's like it's gone on for way too long already, right?
Anonymous?
To be honest,
Yeah,
'cause
please,
anonymity
like-
is
Anonymity isn't in the callers, no.
Anonymity mentioned that he was gonna go do something, that he had something going on that would maybe stop him from actually joining.
Do you know if you had anything like
Oh, that's a
important to actually
commentary,
ask?
Al.
Sorry, Cammy, I can't quite hear you right now. What were you saying?
I said that was a commentary, Al.
Oh, yeah. I would say that's probably the
Really good
most
job.
lukewarm way to say about what has gone on, which is to call it a commentary L.
Okay, beautiful.
Uh,
Can we move on?
Thanks for your input, Cam.
Can we put Gakari in this one?
No, the guy's there. Anonymity is there.
Oh.
No, that's not anonymity.
It is.
Oh, it's
No,
Oh, funny.
Beautiful, you're
good
getting banned.
Alright, let's bring it Gakari.
Beautiful, Gakari, you're on
Okay,
there.
there we go.
Yes, hello. Yeah, so, the thing is, right, where you guys said premeditation and, what else? I forgot. Premeditated actions. You said he premeditated it. But, like, I believe the message, right, where he said, I want this IRL. I think he meant, like he wants that type of treatment, like that weird little shit, like that weird, like, fetish type material. I don't think he actually meant for the victim to meet him IRL and, you know, do that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's
that's just the context we have,
speculation,
right?
and I
It's
don't-
like we don't even
Yeah,
have
we
the
don't have
DM, so
much
we can't
context,
really
yeah.
argue about something we don't even like fully have confirmation if it exists. So yeah.
That's fair. Also, Augie, you should unblock Cammy on Twitter. You should do that. That's pretty much all
Agreed.
I have to say. Unblock him.
Beautiful. Next person. Is there even anybody who's like worth
do you know
inviting?
Dragonesky? He keeps DMing me.
No. I've gotten DMs to him. No. Okay, beautiful. Let's try again. Aimer.
Committee's being annoying. Like.
Dragon Nifty.
Beautiful, Nifty.
Been in. Let's go. I do want to say, as the person who is saying that there was an active investigation, we still haven't heard anything back. We've gotten jack shit.
I don't think there will ever be an active investigation. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
I don't know if at this point there is going to be anything, considering.
I don't think the fact that a bunch of literal children contacting them to get an active investigation will just be like,
Yeah.
It's like yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, move
I
on.
don't know if it's actually going to happen at this point. I just wanted to say, because we did try, but we know nothing legally. It was reported to like Discord, and Discord said, okay, we're going to report this to the authorities, but we've heard nothing.
Fair enough. Alright, should we do another caller? Because, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
See
we
ya.
can drag an AMAC.
Be fine, Mac. Yeah, on that.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, what do you have to add? What are you calling in?
I have to add absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you didn't even let him finish his sentence. That's mean. That's fuck.
Also, by the way, just an announcement.
That's
If
morally
you impersonate
bankrupt.
someone in the server, which is very annoying because I need to drag people in, you get banned. I don't really care if you take issue. It's just like if you break the rules, you get banned. It's pretty like
Do
yeah.
you guys want to drag an Archie? He was the one who brought the whole thing with
Actually,
the
yeah,
to
that's a good
my
idea.
Good idea,
Dragon
yeah.
Archie.
Beautiful Archie.
Hello, Archie. Welcome to the
definitely.
stream.
Okay.
Beautiful. This is already getting great.
Okay,
Hello?
so the stuff with maybe that I told you earlier about with talking about IRL meeting.
So why are you like 13? What? Why are you like?
This is like an
Take this
actual
with a grain of
child.
salt.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Wait.
Let him talk.
Sounds big.
Alright,
Let him
take this with a
talk.
grain of salt because there's no real evidence, but apparently Vexx said she'd be comfortable with maybe sending nudes to her.
Holy shit! Okay, can we move? Also, can we like no? So weird. Okay, beautiful. Thanks. Like, can we move out? 'Cause, like, it's because I don't want to like a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I think we'll wrap it up. Actually,
A child on
Dude,
the stream.
when I heard his voice, bro, I like
That's why you laughing.
just a random 13-year-old shooting their take on the crew. Actually, that's Dragon Smuggle. Yeah.
Really want to get smuggled.
Hi, Smuggle. Hey.
Smuggle.
You wanna?
Hey, you like your videos,
Do you
man?
have anything to say, Smuggle?
Hello?
Smuggle.
Let's just keep him in there for the fun.
What? What the fuck do you
No,
want?
sir.
Oh yeah.
What do you want? You want the callers?
I just, I just want to say all y'all are fucking stupid. I just want to say that.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your insight.
Thanks, Smuggle. Thank you, sir.
Should we wrap up then?
Can we please wrap this up? This is
I
getting.
think I to end it off.
This is.
Norris Dad. King.
I don't think anyone else has like much more
Do
to
you
add.
guys make Norris Stan mod?
No.
That's a terrible fucking idea, though.
Really bad
Can you go ahead and wrap this up?
No, we should make like penguin mod. That'd be a great idea.
Oh, hey.
What do you have to say, man?
Oh, what I have to say? So, so what specifically like extreme sexual shit did Vexx say?
Have you not read the
Oh, you can
DMs?
see it in like.
You can just read through the DMs. Thank you. Can we wrap this up, please?
No,
this
this
is-
is drag them in.
Alright.
Drag them in, man.
Just drag them all in at once.
No,
That's a
don't do
terrible
that.
fucking
No
idea.
more callers, please.
Let's drag in. There's no. But these are just people that want to talk. Hello. Hey, man.
Hello?
Yeah. Agree.
Great idea, yeah.
Nice, King.
Okay.
I'm wrapping up. See you guys.
Wants to be moved.
No,
apparently
thank
has
you.
to
We're
be
wrapping this up.
moved.
Everybody, thanks for
Okay.
watching the stream. If you move in one more person, I'm gonna remove you, madman. Thanks. Everybody for tuning in on the stream. See you. Bye.